Most people who believe they are awakening don't realize one brutal truth. Awakening is not supposed to feel like constant pain, confusion, or emotional collapse. If it does, something is wrong. And it's not because the truth hurts. It's because your consciousness architecture is malfunctioning. The Great Awakening lie. The modern awakening movement tells you this. Consume more hidden knowledge. Question everything, break old beliefs. Expose the matrix, feel everything deeply. Sounds heroic, sounds rebellious. But here's what actually happens to most people. You think more but act less. You see more but function worse. You feel above the system, yet can't operate inside reality. Anxiety increases, isolation increases. Emotional instability increases. This is not awakening. This is system overload. Awareness without control is a trap. Here's the part nobody likes to admit. Awareness is not power, control is. Awareness without control leads to endless analysis, emotional spirals, identity collapse, spiritual narcissism, or silent despair. You start seeing patterns everywhere, but you cannot do anything with them. Why? Because awakening culture focus almost exclusive lie on left brain expansion. The real problem, left brain domination. The left brain is excellent at language, analysis, narratives, time-based thinking. Emotional storytelling, it is terrible at field perception, direct knowing, non-linear intelligence, Motherfield level signal reception. Modern awakening feeds the left brain endlessly. Books, videos, podcasts, theories, conspiracies, symbols. So the left brain grows louder and louder and louder until it drowns out everything else. Why awakening feels painful for so many people? Pain is not proof of truth. Pain is often proof of misalignment. What most people call awakening pain is actually cognitive overload, emotional feedback loops, nervous system exhaustion, identity fragmentation. In simple terms, you upgraded awareness without upgrading the operating system. Imagine installing advanced software on outdated hardware. It doesn't make you powerful. It makes the system crash. The missing half of awakening. Real awakening is not about thinking more. It's about switching which system is in control. There are two modes of consciousness. One that talks, one that receives. Most awakening paths never teach you how to switch between them. They just keep feeding the talking system. That's why people feel, I know so much but I'm stuck. I see the truth but I can't live. I'm awake but I'm exhausted. A dangerous question that changes everything. Here's a question most teachers avoid. What if awakening isn't about seeing the system but exiting its control logic? Seeing the cage is not the same as unlocking it. And breaking free does not begin with more information. It begins with operational control of consciousness. Why this is never taught publicly? Because once you understand this, three things happen. You stop worshipping awakening content. You stop confusing suffering with progress. You stop being predictable. And predictable humans are easy to manage. Unpredictable ones are not. What comes next? Not in this post. In the next article, we will move beyond awareness into control mechanics. Why most awakening paths trap you in left brain loops. How the Motherfield tracks consciousness through cognitive patterns. Why emotional awakening is often a harvesting phase, not liberation. And what must switch inside you before real freedom even becomes possible? That part is never free. Because once you understand it, you can't unsee it. If this article unsettled you, good. That means the system didn't like it. Awareness woke you up. Control sets you free. If this article made you uncomfortable, it means you've reached the limit of awareness. The next post moves into control protocols and why they are never taught publicly. This is where spectators stop reading.